Like when I came into the industry, I spoke to a couple of ladies, their reasons for quitting was just the support. People didn't take them serious, you know, and they pushed as much as they can. They were so limited at a certain point that they can't even, like, just like I said, some were students, some have kids. It's always hard to do some of the things you do, but there's public pressure. When are you releasing a song?
Live on Art Africa podcast. My name still remains Derry G, and today we're going to have a convo with Musli Hats. She has a lot to tell us, or
Maybe.
maybe. All right,
Yeah.
so let me start. I want to know you more, so let me start from the beginning. How was growing up like for you?
I mean, let's make long story short, but
Okay.
growing up has been challenging, in this part of the world where we have girls who want to pursue in certain things that are already male dominated, like playing football, doing music, and all that. It wasn't easy, going to the park and seeing a lot of boys with just a few girls, and you know how it is when
Definitely.
you find yourself in that space, But aside me wanting to play that sport, it has been good with family and friends at home. Yeah.
So let me get you right. That means you initially wanted to play football.
It's not something I actually wanted to do, but it's just something I found like peace. It was just like some people like to play volleyball, basketball. That was just something I enjoyed doing at that stage of my life. Yeah.
So did you do some or thinking of it, but you didn't go into it?
I just did it on the surface, but I didn't try to pursue it as a career or something. Yeah.
So how did music come in here? Because sports, music. I mean, these are all, should I say, lucrative jobs. So how did music come in?
I've always been a lover of music because I've heard some stories. As a kid, you always have certain stories that are being told. One of my auntie told me that I used to go to salons. She used to take me there to sing and all that. I've loved music, and then growing up, I
At
used
what
to see.
age?
That was like 3, 4, thereabout. Yeah, one of my favorite tune was Odo Sisimi. You remember that?
Aketichie.
Yeah, that
Wow.
song. They used to tease me about it, but I also heard my sister listen to a lot of Rihanna and Chris Brown music, at a certain point. So I feel like I just developed the love for music at a very young age growing up. Yeah.
So at that young age, every parent will be wishing, I want my daughter to become a medical doctor, a
Yeah.
pilot, this and this and this. And you, I mean, choosing music.
Yeah.
How was it like family support and so on and so forth?
Initially, I've always wanted to be a journalist.
Hey,
I felt like
football, music, and
no,
now.
football was just something like I just enjoyed doing as a
Okay,
kid. But
okay.
I've always wanted to be a journalist. I don't know. There was this Gifty Auntie and Co. I used to see them on
Gifty
TV.
Auntie,
Yeah,
GTV.
yeah. And then I just felt like it's something I could do, and then I would love to. But growing up, things change. You have to find a sport that you enjoy, something that you find passion in, and try to perfect it. So I just felt like at a certain point I wanted to tell a story of me growing up and all those kind of stuff. So I decided to tell my story. The only way I found it nice and necessary was through music, because I used to do this cover arts, starting and all that, and then I just channeled it into my own verses and lines and all that. So yeah.
Definitely. But you didn't tell me the supports back home. Parents, mom knows that you are singing, dad knows you are singing.
My mom is a composer, she can just
Oh,
sit down and you pass by and she just make music out of like nowhere. So there was once a time that she was debating on. I told her that no, I had my voice from my dad because my dad used to recite the Quran and he was an imam. So yeah, and she also just randomly sings. And she was like, nah, it's from her and all that kind of stuff. But my family has been supportive. They don't come out directly like we are in support of what you do, but the little they do, it gets to me. It shows me that like they are really behind me and they support what I do. But I feel like if there's any day that I hate on a spot that is not okay with them, they will prompt me. So the fact that they
Definitely.
haven't prompted me on anything, it means that I'm doing something that they don't have a problem with.
Great.
Yeah.
So, apart from you, any of your siblings taking up music, or you are the only one?
Now I feel like they are all music lovers, like all of them. There's only
How many
one
are they?
one. I have four, like
Four.
three
Great.
brothers and one sister. Yeah, but one of my brother, I don't know his interest because I didn't stay in the same house with. But the rest are all music lovers. But um, they don't take it as like serious like I do. I feel like one of them is much into politics, the other into football, and the other sister is
You
just
divided the.
yeah, they are just doing their own thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Remember the first music you wrote yourself?
That was Roots on my album Osmaria.
Uh,
Yeah, if you listen to Roots, it's just like a story, like basically a story of me, my family, and everything. Yeah.
at what age did you write that?
Oh, no, that was just like 3 years ago.
3 years
Yeah.
ago. Also, all that while, that means you were just doing cover arts
Yeah, people song and all that. Yeah.
until you wrote Root.
Yeah.
And then what was the motivation behind Root?
Um, no, the content in Roots was just basically talking about where I come from, you know, and how the people relate to the stuff that we do. And maybe the story of my mom to where she started from and where she got to, my sister and all that. It's just a storyline that if you want to know me. So I named it Roots because it's just like the first single and it's just an intro to introduce myself to people. Yeah.
I
So it's
want to know
just
you, so let me have a feel of it. I want to know you.
I came up from the west of the coast where F-word is spreading, sauce comes above, pulse leaves and go, O's comes around, we had nowhere to go, except for the slums, they have no coin to hold. I was just small, I had no idea, no manly figure, her breaks in sadness. I'm working hard, it's all for my fun, mama work way hard for survival. Yeah.
That's root for you, from Musli Heart. A beautiful song there. So that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
So from that 3 years till now, I mean, how has the support been? The general public, how has it been?
I think it has grown in the period of 3 years. You know, anytime I release a new song, I get to feel the vibe and the presence of different people from all angles. You know, one thing I always say is that they don't owe it to me to support me. You know, I always feel like if I do it and they are willing to, because one thing every artist need in this world is validation. If you do music and nobody listen to it, it's not going to like motivate you in any kind of
Definitely.
so
It brings the spirit down.
yeah, of course. So I feel like throughout the years and the period of time I've been in the industry, it keeps growing. You know, I just keep getting people reaching out to appreciate what I do every time and all that. So it just gives me the zeal to keep releasing music because anytime it happens, somebody comes in, and anytime it happens, somebody comes in to appreciate my works, and that's why we do what we do.
So how
So
many do
yeah,
we have now?
9.
9
Yeah,
solid.
yeah.
Is it EP or albums?
I released my first track, which is Zombie. I did the remix on my album, that is Osmaria. 8 tracks, 7 and 1 as a bonus track. And recently, I just released Venkumo. Yeah.
Wow. And the record label.
Nah.
Anytime I talk about record label, most artists are like, nah, why?
Um, with me, I'm taking my time, you know, I'm trying to strategize a lot of things. I don't want to go into something that will hinder me from doing a lot of things. I want a label to come in to believe in me that I can actually do. You know, when you have people around you who don't understand the reason that you do what you do, it's always going to overshadow certain things and hinder you. Even though we don't always know all, like we always welcoming those ideas and all that, but I feel like there should be a label who is willing to take the brand and not just info. Like there are a lot of labels in our powers that nah. let me not insult let me not insult anybody
Oh,
before they
definitely.
come for
Feel, oh,
me.
no, no, no. Feel free. Just speak your
So
mind. It's not.
I would like a label who will come in and like support the brand, try to push Musliat mchelvert as a brand and not in for any other thing. Just understand the concept and the reason why I'm doing what I do, to support it and not just come with their ideas, like I earlier on said. I want a brand that doesn't it's not structured. Like if you're a PRO, you do only the PRO job. No, if you're a PRO and we get to a point that you're supposed to be like something else, you just fix it and do it. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. So
So everybody should know your limits and work accordingly.
yeah, you should know your limits, but you should be willing to work over your limit. If you're a manager and we are going somewhere and maybe a PR is supposed to do something and the PR is not around, the manager can
You
fit
have
in and
to.
do something. Yeah.
So that's the kind of record label you are looking for.
Yeah, it
And you're
should
not
just be
getting some.
the I don't know. Maybe they are still preparing to come. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm hoping that they come to help. The production of music and pushing of the brand and promoting of the music.
Beautiful. So
Yeah.
how stressful is it bringing out a song, going to the studio, recording it, bringing it out, promoting it, and so on? How stressful it is for you?
There is very stressful, bro. Like it's actually very stressful, especially when you combine it with education. I always tell people it's not easy. Like I'll be going to school soon and then immediately
Definitely.
we are going to write exams and all that. So you have to schedule yourself and make time to do certain things. So you going to the studio back and forth, trying to get people to help you to shoot a video, finance, all those kind of stuff. As a student, it's just very stressful. I think that is one of the reason why I don't release music often. I feel like if there was a label or people to help in that, they will be coming out like on a regular and all that. But we are trying and we are hoping for the
So,
best.
so, so, is that, or could that be the reason why this you wrote a post about people getting out? I think I've really forgotten the content. It looks like you wanted to let the people know. You understand why people quit.
Yeah.
Do you remember, and can you feed us in? Could that be the reason?
One thing I realized about the post is that I got to realize that I couldn't just post any normal thing on my page again.
Okay.
Like concerning like whether personal life, like personal issues. Because it's just like right now I didn't know the level it has gotten to.
A lot. I mean,
You
a
know.
whole lot
So
of
it could just be
people.
randomly I just post. I feel like I could just post anything at a certain point and now it's like I have to be careful of what I post because people are watching. But that post it's cut across a lot of stuff. I explained to a few people who reached out. I was like, nah, I was trying to shoot a video and then we needed these people to shoot a video. Everybody kept disappointing me, and it was stressful, but it wasn't the reason why that post. It was just in general about life, just like I said earlier on validation. Everybody needs validation, and when it's not being given, I feel like I'm doing something that needs to be recognized and pushed in a certain manner, but I'm not getting it. So I don't know if it's from me, if it's from the public, because, so it's just in general, like personal life on the video shoot, just a lot. It came through different angles for that post to be kept, but it actually showed me. I nearly deleted the post, but one thing I also realized was that you can't do that. You can't put people because somebody come and was like, "You scared me. Like, why will you?" And I was like, "Nah, it's
When I
cool.
saw the post,
It's
I also
cool."
got scared. I said,
Yeah.
this lad wants to quit or what?
No, but the post I said it was like I'm beginning. So it's like I'm beginning
You are
to
beginning
know.
to, so it just looks like something that you are regretting or, I
No,
mean,
like when I came into the industry, I spoke to a couple of ladies. Their reasons for quitting was just the support. People didn't take them serious. You know, and they pushed as much as they can. They were so limited at a certain point that they can't even like just like I said, some were students, some have kids. It's always hard to do some of the things you do, but there's public pressure. When are you releasing a song? Those kind of stuff. People trying to take advantage and all those kind of stuff. So it just gave me a thought, of like maybe now I'm beginning to understand because they were just talking and I was like, oh, okay, trying to learn one or two things from them. But when my part came that I was actually like, you go somewhere, you record a song, you need a song, the engineer is delaying you. Maybe I've posted a day to release the song, everybody's waiting for the song, but you can't get the song on that. They like it's just stressful. And then if like you don't have patience, definitely you want and feel like quitting. So, but it's not my thing yet. I'm not quitting. I'm here to stay.
We love that. We want to see Muslihat move to the top because you carry a lot in you that we want you to bring. But as you said, you've spoken to some ladies and they've given you a series of reasons why most of them quit and
Yeah.
a whole lot of things. You've also been in there for 3 years now. I know you might have passed through all of this. I mean, have you encountered some? And if yes, how are you dealing with it? Or if no, how or what would be the advice if you get some?
Fortunately for me, some of the reasons the ladies gave, I've not encountered them yet. You know, I haven't. But in terms of like the releasing of music, you going to get a music, you trying to shoot a video, you having, family issues, personal issues, education, all that kind of stuff, I'm experiencing that. I didn't feel the pressure as much as I did this time because I only have a few time to return back to school and I have two projects that I wanted to release. And then it's just like, come and let's do this. I'm coming and then you wait and the person is not there. Let's do this and then the person, and you can't do them alone. Like you can't do
Definitely.
them alone unless people. It's always people, So when you don't get that support, it's like even if I don't get like I can't do it alone. So you kind of want to withdraw a little bit, but for what the girls told me, so it wasn't all that personal. Some were personal, but I feel like it's on them and it's so private that I wouldn't want to say a lot. But personally, for me, I haven't experienced certain things. But in terms of um, support from people and engineers and all that kind of stuff, I'm beginning to. So yeah.
We pray because some female artists, as you said, always talk about the advances or advantages others want to have on them in a whole lot of this. Thank God you have not, faced that and you moving straight. But let's look at this. For these 3 years, recently I even saw you perform at, I think, Creative Progress Music Awards launch and some others. What would you say has been your best performance so far?
I haven't had one yet.
Not
I
yet.
haven't had one yet.
For the 3 years.
I haven't performed that much. I can count the shows that I performed, and they are not even up to four. They're like
Why?
four.
Is it that you're not opening up to
They
shows
don't
or
call me.
how?
They don't.
How?
Those that have called me, anybody that called me on their show, I've been there.
Is it that you charge them that they are scared to call you because of the charges? Or there is something that's blocking people from calling you? Because you're a very good artist, talented.
I don't know what it is, but one excuse somebody gave me was that they feel like I'm not always in town, and I'm always there. I'm like, if I'm in school and you call me and I can, I will, because that is something I do. And then sometimes I just feel like maybe they don't call you because they haven't seen you do enough. Maybe when I do enough, they'll call me. So I'm always putting it on myself. I don't blame them, but I feel like when I do it to the extent that they feel like
You're doing it.
and they call me, I will. So it's just okay, but I haven't had my best performance yet, and I like to have it, but I like a live band session, like just that kind of vibe, not miming and all those kind of yeah.
So has there been a show that you were wishing that this show, they should have called me? I wanted to be there, but you didn't get opportunity to be on.
A few of them because the crowd is always huge, you know. But
Can we
it's all good.
acknowledge those shows?
They didn't call me, so
So we,
they
you
didn't
don't have
call
to talk
me.
about that.
Nah.
Mm. But you recently released a song
Yeah.
which is making waves everywhere. The title
Venkumo.
Venkumo. Why is it a personal thing?
um my music is not only personal, but it's based on my environment, my immediate environment, and things that happen around me. Venkumo is not personal, but it's something that I feel like I can relate to, and then everybody can.
And it's a banger everywhere. I mean, Venkumo
I
is
love
how
it.
old is it now?
Probably like 15 days. Probably.
15 days. And how's the response like to you?
Like so far, that is, I don't know if it's because I didn't get time to promote my album because I was in school writing exams and all that. But Venkumo is one of the songs that I feel like, even people I didn't expect to share it, did. People I didn't expect to post, they did. So I feel like Venkumo is one of the tracks that I've actually gotten like a lot of positive response from. So I think it's doing well. I love the responses coming. I don't know if it's the people wanting to listen more to the local dialect or
So when it happens like this, does it get you confused
and
as
what the
to
people want.
what the people want?
I feel like it's a mixture. We have people who are doing it that way, but sometimes we have to test different waters to see what will send us up there, So we are going to do, sometimes you do it and then you do it for your people as well. So right now it's just like if there's any old man, and you recommend mostly yet, you can actually play Venkumo and they will understand it and all that. So all ages and
Everybody
yeah,
can have a
listen.
taste of it. Good. So where can we get a song now?
Venkumo is on audio market mostly at mchelvert. Yeah.
So go stream. Go stream. You will love it. I would have loved it to give us a cappella, but go and stream the song. Stream the song. You will love it. That's very good. Musilat, I would love to see you everywhere. But let's come. You've been in for 3 years. We have artists here. This is a concern for the music industry. Most of our artists are like, we are okay around where we are. What do you think is the problem? Why are we not penetrating? Why is the glory not shining elsewhere? Because we have beautiful talents around.
I wouldn't like to speak for, everybody, but from what I have stated, it's just like there's we lack the investment, like people investing in our art because sometimes you listen to a lot of songs from Upper West and like you can't even compare them to other regions. The boys and the girls here, like they do very well, in terms of production, everything. They try their best, but it's just like the promotion, who will invest, and all that. And like a baby region like Upper West among all these regions, it's always hard, but they are trying. I've seen a few people actually trying to, put links together and all that. But I feel like we are trying. I feel like if we get people who invest in our music, like we'll go far. Because if one person just penetrate, I feel like it will pave way for people to even come and pay attention. Like, where is this person from? Let me go and see if they have
But
his or her types.
we've seen people penetrate the like of Uyala, the light of Samini, the light of even
So Samini was not Upper West based,
Uyala
Yeah.
penetrate and a whole lot. Don't you think that is enough for us to pass through that same route?
I think it is, but it's just like, Uyala's penetration happened somewhere else, very different. Samini is not Upper West based, but I feel like if one of the boys who is Upper West based, who is doing everything here, gets to penetrate by like with the help of an investor, a promoter, and all those kind of stuff, definitely somebody somewhere will want to come and see his or her kind, where he or she comes from. So I feel like we just need investors, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and people that help us promote our music because we are just small. And then when you post music and you even get 5,000 plays, like how many people are on social media that I can share my music, you know, to. So yeah, we just need people who help promote, blog, you know, and investors who actually invest in the crafts. Yeah.
Let me get your nerves small, then we draw conclusion. We have two musical awards that have been launched in the Upper West region. Which one are you filing for? Have you filed for any of them, and which one?
No, I haven't, you know. I would love to, but I feel like this is not the time yet.
For 3 years.
No, I feel like it isn't, you know. I would like to go in for an award and win it. I wouldn't want to go in and like not get it because I like to win. I don't like to lose, bro. So I feel like if I'm prepared and I'm coming any category I'm in, I should win it. Yeah, so
this year,
I'm not prepared. I feel like the music is prepared, but the person is not prepared.
personality.
So let me.
So
let
what
me,
is
let me-
keeping the personality?
Bro, it's money. You know, you need to vote and all those kind of stuff. And
You
all
have
that.
fan base.
Nah.
So you go in and leave it to the fan base.
Nah. Sometimes you need to support yourself in a certain way so that the little they have, they can also support. Yeah, and then it takes a lot. You know, I feel like I'll just put certain things in place, and when I'm coming in, I'm winning.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, which artist do you see first in the region that you think that one day you want to do a collaboration with that particular artist? I want one.
I've done collaborations with a few artists. You know, I would love to do more collaborations, especially with the legends. You know, the Morayanas. You know,
So who? If you
wouldn't-
wanted
I
to
wouldn't-
happen right now.
all of them. All of them.
All of them.
I wouldn't want to mention anybody's name, but if I do a track and then I feel like this artist can be on it, whether you are an A list, a B list, a C list, whether you have never recorded, but maybe I just found you in the studio doing something, I can just put you on. So I don't have a particular artist I want to collaborate with. It just comes with the music. So if I just feel like this artist will fit in and I invite you and you are willing, then we just do it.
You are good to
Yeah.
go. Good. Nationally, which artists would you want to collaborate with?
I would like to do, like, if there's one artist in Ghana, like the whole Ghana that I would like to do music with, it would be a fear.
So in Ghana, you're really able to mention one.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I want to do. I don't know, but
Why
I just
is
feel
fear?
like a fear. I don't know. I feel like she's just so good, you know, her vocals, the way she writes, you know, the way she composes, the flair she puts in her song. I just feel like a collaboration with me and her would be like dope. Yeah.
So as an artist, have you heard a song? Then the song is just blowing everywhere. You think that no, this song is not supposed to be where it is, but it is going viral.
Yeah, a couple, you know, especially the Nigerian tunes. I just always feel like, you know, it's just on promotion. You know, when you keep listening to it, like everywhere you pass, they're just playing this particular song. Definitely it's just stuck in your head and you just also start singing it. But some of the music, I just listen to them and I'm like, nah, the people in the West are even doing, you know, better. So what is it? But then you just get to realize it's just like the promotion and the investment that I'm talking about. But I wouldn't like to mention any, but there are a few. Yeah.
I know you're just trying to be on your lane. You don't want to cross. You don't want to cross every part. But
Me, I just the chill. Like I don't look anybody. Like I just want to do my thing and go home and sleep. Like
good. So if you're not doing music, you're not in the studio recording, you're not learning as a student, what do you do at your leisure?
I sleep.
Sleeping.
I sleep a lot, and I like to eat. So I just sleep.
What's your favorite food?
And I eat favorite food. I like wache and I like fufu. I don't know. Growing up is like there was always yam in my house, so we were eating fufu every time. I love
Okay,
fufu.
so fufu is there for you and watch it. Muslihat is our guest. I mean,
Yeah, man.
you know, mostly I mentioned the Muslihat because the other
mchelvert.
mchelvert. Well, why the name? Is the name not too big?
A big. Now, mostly at means leader, and I'm a leader.
Okay.
MC stands for Master of Congregation, and I feel like as an artist, when you stand on stage, you are the master, and the congregation is ahead of you. So it's just like mostly at MC. The Helvets just align with it, and I just feel like mostly at mchelvert. It'll just make the name sound nice. So yeah.
A beautiful conversation here. I call it conversation because I don't see this to be an interview. So we're just having a beautiful conversation here, and I don't want it to stop. But Charlie, we need to.
You get it.
We need to go. But let's come. What should we expect from you going forward?
I think a lot. Currently I have a new track that I'll be releasing maybe ending November or early December. It's been a while I released some visuals, so I'll be releasing a new song, and then we'll be releasing more, next year. It won't be like just some 8 months intervals. Maybe we'll try every 3 months, 2 months. We'll just put in something for the people to listen. Yeah.
So you're saying people don't invite you for shows and this. Are you now available for shows?
I've always been available. It's just like I said, maybe I don't do what they want for them to put me on a show. But they haven't reached out. If anybody have reached out, I don't know. But anybody who have reached out to me, I'm always like available.
So what
and
are the
always
charges?
try
What are the charges?
It depends on the show. It depends on the show. Somebody can't invite me to a charity work to help some orphans, and then I just give some charges. So it just depends on the show. I mean, we are all in a region trying to help each other and all that, but sometimes you need to also help in a certain way because songs are being recorded, videos are being shot. So yeah, it depends on the show.
Okay, so my last question before you see whatever you want to see, then we conclude. Have you ever cried? I mean, trying to catch up your ambition, and then you see that things are not going the way you want as an artist. Let's align it to the music.
Yeah, a couple of times. Just like 3 days ago, I was watching an interview, and Kitty stated that when you are born in Ghana, you are 10 years, like you get delayed 10 years. So it means like if you are 20 years, you have to consider yourself 10 years because your dreams are 10 years delayed. Sometimes you just always feel like I want to do this, but then how? How do you get there? How do you put things in place? So sometimes it just make you feel sad and all that. But I cry a lot too, so.
Are you that weak?
No,
I see you to be
not
strong.
really, not really. No, I am, but it's just like, it's life. Sometimes some things get to you, and then you clean your tears, and then you pick up yourself and you move. So.
We move. You're listening to one of the best podcasts in Africa, Art Africa podcast. Muslia, look into my camera. Tell us
Tell them so.
anything you want to tell us.
I just want to tell everybody watching Art Africa podcast that every dream you have, like, you can always achieve it. Keep going and keep doing you. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you're good to go. Keep doing you.
As long as you're not hurting anybody, you're good to go. I know you'll be asking, why you see as a female artist? It's not into that, so we decided to cut that. My name is Derry G, and this is Art Africa Podcast. We see you when we see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.